Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. I want to talk about some of the things that I have been sensing and feeling and hearing in my Akashic readings this week for the collective. It seems like every week seems to be a pattern among the collective, like what people are feeling, etc. And I wanted to talk about what has been going on this week that I feel will help you on your journey, on your spiritual journey or your twin flame journey. One of the first things that I've noticed among a lot of my clients this week, a vision that I kept seeing was them comforting their inner child. So it was like a theme where I would ask what the guides had to say to the person. And one of the things that I saw was the person holding like a doll or a baby. And I also got the feeling and the sense, what I was hearing was like, you need to comfort yourself. You need to comfort your inner child. But it was all for different reasons. For some, it was in regards to setting boundaries and speaking their truth. For others, it was about forgiveness, forgiving either like their loved ones or forgiving themselves, forgiving their parents, letting go of grudges, or forgiving their twin flame. But most of them was more so about themselves or their family and really speaking their truth, setting boundaries, and loving themselves, knowing your self-worth, really, really loving yourself, because that is very, very important when we grow. It's not about being vain and being confident and loving, what you look like on the outside, but really loving who you are as an individual on a soul level. This is very, very important. Really understanding who you are and getting to know who you are. And I do feel that something that's been coming up for a lot of people have been doubts, doubting the journey, doubting if they're really on the journey, doubting if their twin flame is really coming back. And something that I heard was that we have to transmute it. We have to not give in to the doubts. And while, yes, I know sometimes this journey can make us feel delusional, that's why we don't fixate on the twin flame. We focus on ourselves. We pull back our energy from the twin flame and fully focus on ourselves. How are we going to love ourselves? Knowing our worth, not seeking external validation. That was another one. So one of the other key points that I saw among a couple different Akashic readings was not being distracted by other people, by whether it's outside influences, so distracted by like the dating world. Are you dating because you just need validation? Are you dating because, okay, well, you got some soul contracts that you can't bypass, so that's different, right? Sometimes people come into our lives and we do have to fulfill that soul contract and learn from that soul contract, that lesson. Or are you dating because you just don't want to be alone and you're seeking external validation? So really pay attention to these distractions, the people that are keeping you from being in union with yourself and with your twin flame. One of the other distractions that I got for a client, and I really felt was for myself, was keeping your journey private, keeping your journey sacred. Don't talk to your friends about your journey as much as you want to vent, because I'm an open book, but that is something that I've been trying to work on, is not sharing so much about my journey. I know I share bits and pieces here and there, but I'm noticing that I need to keep my journey as private as possible now, especially going forward. Like, I will refrain from sharing much about my journey, and I feel that it's very, very important that we continue doing that, because like I said in one of my previous videos, even if your friends are on the journey, on the twin flame journey, they can still influence you in a negative way that will keep you from following your heart, okay? So that's why if your twin flame does come in, don't tell anybody. As excited as you may get, don't tell anybody. That's like my advice even to myself. I am not going to tell anybody, because it's nobody's business, and you don't want anybody to influence your decision, your thoughts, your feelings. You don't want any like outside influence impacting you. So try as much as possible to keep this journey to yourself, because this journey is with you. It is private. It is about you and that person, but it is primarily about you. Think about all the times that you've told your friends and even people on the twin flame journey things about, what should I say? What should I do? And we always want to get advice, but then you end up regretting it because their advice, it kind of backfired. This is why this journey is about going within and listening to our intuition, listening to our higher self, and trusting higher self, and not the egoic mind. The egoic mind will tend to spiral. That's why if you do hear from your twin flame, breathe, think about it, like just go within, not think about it because you don't want to go with the mind, but go within and ask higher self, okay, what should I do in this situation? Do not seek outside of yourself anymore. Guys, this is very, very crucial. This came up for a client of mine, and also I just felt like it was so needed for me as well. So I'm going forward, I'm keeping my journey private. I'm sorry, guys, but I am. Another big thing that came up for several people, a lot of people actually, including myself, luckily it was just for a little bit, but imposter syndrome. This was huge, I feel, yesterday or the past couple days for the collective, especially if you are working as a spiritual light worker or as a light worker, a spiritual healer or coach, etc. We tend to doubt our gifts from time to time, and we question, is what I'm doing really helping people? Is what I'm doing really making a difference in the world? I don't know why this happens, especially to spiritual light workers. It's like we get comparisonitis, or we start to doubt our gifts, etc. That's the ego that comes in. The ego chimes in, is like, oh, well, you have all these other people helping. What are you going to be doing? How is what you're doing any different than what everyone else is doing? But you have to remember that nobody is you, and that is your superpower. Okay, so you have something to bring to the world, to your community, to the collective. Okay, that's why not everybody resonates with my content, but my content will resonate with who it needs to resonate, with who it needs to reach out to, with who needs to hear my message, okay? You will not be everybody's cup of tea, and that's what's great. You don't want to be everybody's cup of tea. You want to bring a powerful message to those who really need it. So try not to doubt your gifts, try not to doubt your intuition. Don't dim your light for anybody. I know a lot of people have been conditioned to, I don't know, they've had a really rough upbringing that made them feel very insecure, but this is something that we really need to work on. People need to work on is letting go of those insecurities, letting go of that doubt, letting go of that mask that really made you feel small. You are not small anymore. You are here for a reason. You are here to bring light to the world. Every single person. There's no chosen ones, okay? I'm sorry, I don't believe in that. Yes, there are people who volunteered, right? We are chosen, like we chose to volunteer on this earth, but I do not believe there are chosen ones. I don't like that term because it sounds so freaking spiritually egoic, and I hate it. I feel everybody on this earth is here to help people, can help people. I feel everybody has the gift, has the ability to have the gift. It's just a matter of tapping into it. So every single one of you is special. Every single one of you can make a difference if you put your mind and body and soul into it. So don't ever doubt yourself. Don't ever doubt and feel like you don't mean anything in this world, that you're not going to make a difference. You will make a difference, whether it's small or big. You will still make a difference if you put your heart into it. So do not underestimate yourself. Don't undervalue yourself. You are needed in this world, okay? I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and I will speak to you soon. Much love and God bless.